And last but not least, BRF, you go first. Favorite Bobby Brown track?
um, favorite Bobby Brown track. Do I like it more in New Edition or do I like it more solo? I probably like it more in New Edition, but I will say this though: my prerogative will never not be a banger. My prerogative will never, never, never not be a banger. Mm-mm. From a single standpoint, my favorite single song is probably is that one, and the gosh, honestly, I'll take that back. My favorite song with him as a single star is the Ghostbuster song.
On Our Own.
On Our
Yeah.
Own, yeah, it's the Ghostbuster song. That is my favorite. That's my favorite Bobby Brown track. I don't know. I was a huge Ghostbusters fan growing up. Anyway, I mean, the movies. Man, let me tell you something. The movies. I watched the cartoon. I dressed up as I dressed up as gosh,
Mr.
which
Staples.
one? Huh?
You talking about the marshmallow?
No, no. I actually dressed up as one of the Ghostbusters when I was little for uh
Oh,
for Halloween. I dressed up as
Winston.
God, no. What was no Harold Ramis's character. What was his name?
I forget his name. I just remember. I remember Winston by
It was
name.
it was but it was I mean it was the cartoon version, but I dressed
Mm.
up as his character, like had the mask, had the suit and everything. It was like one of the I can't remember. I was like 5 or 6, but it was like one of the coolest things I did. but but yeah, from a single standpoint, On Our Own is my favorite Bobby Brown track from a singles perspective. And then I'm trying to think because him and New Edition. I mean, I still feel like
Mr. Telephone
New,
Man.
yes, I like that. Cool It Now.
Yes.
I love Cool It Now. I love Cool It Now. Um, and then but then a lot of their like then you see the thing is I don't want to just single him out because I mean it's New Edition, so I don't want to just single him out. So I'll just stick with him from a singles perspective. It'll probably be I'll probably go On Our Own, my favorite Bobby Brown track.
Champ.
Oh man. When it comes to On Our Own, I think about that song more though than I do the Ghostbusters theme when I think about the Ghostbusters, to be honest with you. I'm just being very, very honest about it, man. I just look when I hear On Our Own, the first thing I think about is the Ghostbusters. I'm like, okay, then the Ghostbusters is on. And for them to have it in the middle of the movie is like that was crazy. Uh yeah, they just need to go ahead and change the theme, you know what I'm saying? On Our Own need to get
No,
Ghost.
no. Don't take Ray Parker Jr. is still the GOAT. Don't take that from him.
I'm not
Ray
I'm
Parker
not
Jr. is still the GOAT.
that's just me being the fan guy. Um, let me see. Favorite Bobby Brown moment. Favorite Bobby Brown track. We got something in common with him and Whitney Houston. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Mm.
Um, I love that. Um, my prerogative, as always. I mean, you know, I loved it. I know it wasn't his song, but the way he sung that, the way he did this song, it made you forget it was Ja Rule's song.
Doug
Thug
Lovin'.
Love. Yeah, the
By the
way
way,
he
shout out to
know.
Ja Rule. Today's his birthday.
Shout out to the great Ja Rule, man. Thug Loving, the way
Yes.
he look, hey, that's one of those songs like you forgot it was Ja Rule's song. It's like Bobby Brown, and the way he came in with all of that energy in the video, man, came to kick the camera, had the Mike Vick jersey going on. Not to mention, man, look, one of the biggest things that he did in that video, he had the Len Bias jersey on. Paid homage to the late great Len Bias. So that was a cool thing that he did.
Not to mention he from Boston.
Yeah, he is from Boston. He is from Boston. Shout out to the Boston. Uh, my prerogative. Tenderoni. Man, it's so many that you just can't even name. So Fine. Ain't nobody humping her. Ain't nobody. Got a funny story about that song when we go off the air. But ain't nobody humping around there. And what really comes out to mind after that was the way Jim Carrey made a parody out of it on The Living Color. That was even funnier. So the great Bobby Brown, man, gotta give him credit, man. That was he was epic, man. The way he was able to rock the house, the way he was the first quote unquote bad boy of R&B, that was cool, man. Had the dance routine, had the Gumby going on with the hairstyle, had the look, had the routines, could dance, could sing, could rap, could do a lot of things, was multifaceted. And
New Jack Swing.
Yeah, that New Jack Swing. That was
him and Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, man. One of the most underrated producers in the world, man. Got to give him credit, man. Too many Bobby Brown songs to name, man, and a lot of great moments. I mean, but like I said, that one he did with Whitney Houston, we had something in common. I know it was a duet, but I love seeing that. That was something special.
He took one of the songs right out of my head, but as you always say, great minds think alike. Well, I love the song Champ about something in common is because it actually shows that Bobby and Whitney have a lot more in common, contrary to what the media and the public may say. They say Whitney is the princess, the princess of pop. Bobby's the ultimate bad boy with R&B. Nah, they have a lot more in common. Whitney from them streets. People have forgotten that. Whitney from either East Orange or Newark, okay? Whitney from them streets. And I love something in common. Every little step. Just to dance in with Bobby. And then near at the end of his verse, when he adds the rap song. I mean, the style, the swag that he brought for R&B, particularly in the late 80s, and how he incorporated it with hip hop. So that made it so cool with Bobby and just his swag. And during his time with New Edition, that song from the album Home Again back in 1996, it was the remix with the producer. I'm not going to say his name, but You Don't Have to Worry. The Bad Boy remix, and with also Missy Elliott. Just look at the music video, listen to the song. Bobby did amazing with that song. But every little step, My Prerogative, Roni, and from his album Bobby, That's the Way Love Is. I love that beat. I love that song. And something in common, man. Can't go wrong with something in common. But fellas, next week for the Sports PSP pod, favorite the Dream track. So stay tuned next week for the Sports PSP pod.